You may have picked this up when we looked at the original clip of Gaston, the song from Beauty and the Beast sung by LeFou in the new live-action version, and this was done by Josh Gad, who is also known for playing Olaf in Frozen. And noticing that he came off as mildly flirtatious, lots of waving. He's gestures in a certain way when he says, when you say whose team you'd prefer to be on. Get it? Teams? That could be a double entendre. According to Bill Condon, who is the director of the movie, LeFou is supposed to be gay. He is supposed to be somebody who on one day wants to be Gaston and another day wants to kiss Gaston. He's confused about what he wants. It's somebody who's just realizing that he has these feelings, and Josh makes something really subtle and delicious out of it. And that's what its payoff at the end, which I don't want to give away, but it is a nice, exclusively gay moment in a Disney movie, which I'm sure was huge. It went off like gangbusters for a lot of people. Like, what, a canonically gay character in a Disney movie? Granted, it's not an animated classic. It's a take on an animated classic, at least. We do know that this version of Beauty and the Beast live action will take many different turns from the original and even the Broadway play. We have 3 new songs, Belle is an inventor, and there will be different interpretations of certain roles and certain understandings in this. To me, though, I feel like I should have been more impressed by this than I am, and there's a few reasons why that I've worked out. One is that LeFou is not a lead character or even a character you're supposed to take seriously. His name in French literally means the fool, or if you can interpret it as the madman. And if you're going by the Shakespearean sense, where that's the character who always tells the truth, I don't think we are at this point, or at least not fully. This is a character who we see as kind of a dope, just some, like, in the world that's kind of could be mimicking, you know, real life. He's the most cartoonish character in it. He's supposed to be taken as the silly comic relief character, not someone who you would look at and be like, wow, what a tragic life that this person has, that they're having to realize these feelings and keep them to themselves and be scared, and it comes out in these weird manifestations like, I'm gonna persecute all these other people and I'm gonna help him get this girl even though I love him. And we're not going to read it that way. I mean, I think that's what I think, at least. You may have a different interpretation of it. And also, Bill Condon said this character's sexuality is supposed to be somewhat in tribute to Howard Ashman, who posthumously won an Oscar for the music and lyrics for Beauty and the Beast, and he died of AIDS. So this was supposed to be in honor of a literal legend, a genius in music, and it just seems, it rings hollow. It rings as not true, not a fitting honor to this person who did so much in his lifetime. And then we're just left with also the idea that Disney has been coding their villains as gay for a long time. And I think this is obvious to a lot of people. If you've ever seen Ursula put on lipstick in the mirror, or Jafar, his mannerisms, and we're looking at Scar, Dr. Facilier. If you look at a lot of these villains, they are coded as gay, and they have been read this way by many interpretations and analyses of Disney films and their culture and their impact. So when we look at the character of LeFou being played as gay in this movie, I don't know if it lives up to what it's supposed to be, and that's kind of a shame. I mean, we looked at changing interpretations of Disney princesses recently. Like Merida, people strangely were like, is she a lesbian? This is outrageous! And one, it's not outrageous, and two, she's a 15-year-old girl who doesn't want to get married. She's doing her own thing. And then we have Elsa, who canonically does not have a love interest and is living for herself and her love of her sister. She sometimes gets read as gay as well. She's, I think, one that kind of is a litmus test to whatever the reviewer has on their mind, because she also gets read as suffering from psychological disorders, or or mental illness, or a variety of different things, or even just female empowerment, really. It can be so much under how different people would view these characters. Though it's a good step for Disney to make a character being read as and interpreted as gay as canon. I don't think this is a great step forward, not the right foot to lead out on. Audience, how do you feel about this change made in Beauty and the Beast? Please let me know below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.